Hello buddies, this is Game Night. Tonight I bring you another board game video. This is for Darkest Dungeon, the board game. It is currently on Kickstarter and going strong for 23 days. So we have 7 days remaining. There's nothing much to say about the goal because the goal is reached. They do have a lot of stretch goals still, so pledging will definitely help with that. $2.6 million have been raised so far. Let's check out the video for the project.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, it is a festering abomination. Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil. Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried. Despite its morbid aspect, this twisted, cavernous maze seems almost traversable. A moment of respite, a chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors. Alone in the woods or tunnels, survival is the same. Prepare, persist, and overcome. Another abomination, cleansed from our lands. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them. I beg you, deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Now that is a cool video to explain the game in 2 minutes. It's Darkest Dungeon. What can I say? It looks really awesome. The miniatures look really awesome. And it's for 1 to 4 players. Takes around 90 minutes, but take that with a grain of salt, I think. From the gameplay videos I've seen so far, it seems to be a bit longer than 90 minutes, at least for people that, when we don't know the rules completely, it'll take a bit longer. So expect around maybe the double for the beginning, and then 20 minutes or something, 30 minutes on top of that, looking up rules, just figuring out all the tokens and everything. You pledge $100. That is for the base game. And then you get the exclusive Musketeer Hero with the core box. And for the dungeon pledge, the core box, you get the rulebook, 72 miniatures, 8 hero miniatures, 64 monster miniatures, 32 dice, where 8 are exploration custom dice. So when you move from one area to another, you roll the exploration dice, and that'll have some effect on what you find in between, sort of like in the computer game where you move from one room to another. That corridor is represented with these exploration dice. Provision custom dice, death's door custom dice, and 4d10 dice. Then you get 12 double-sided room tiles, and these are basically what you draw for for when you enter a room. 16 hero boards, 4 skill boards, 1 Hamlet board, so you need to manage the Hamlet as well. Upgraded and stay. I think even the caretaker is there to block some of the different areas in the Hamlet, just like in the computer game. 10 plus dungeon cards and 400 plus cards in general. Tarot cards for monsters, bosses, quests, poker cards for curios, Hamlet events and rooms, mini Euro cards, whatever that is, for trinkets, quirks and skills, and then 200 plus various tokens. As you can see, there's a lot of miniatures here. They look so cool. I wish that... can we zoom a bit, maybe? No, can't even zoom. Oh, I can zoom. There we go. Makes it a bit easier to see. There we go. As you can see, they've really taken that feel from the game and got it into a 3D perspective. These miniatures look exactly like the ones you see in the video game. Really awesome. And everyone has the bases as well, which are textured. Here we have the dice, cards, the Musketeer Hero, and then any unlocked stretch goals. You can also do the Crimson Pledge, which is the Crimson Court expansion, and the Crimson Court unlocked stretch goals. You get 1 rulebook and 36 monster miniatures, 4 double-sided room tiles, and 60 plus cards for quests, rooms, monsters, bosses, etc. Adds a new location, the courtyard. More bosses than on any other expansion, apparently. The blight-resistant creatures are here. And then you have the constant stress and high chance of bleed and blight in this one. Really nice. Man, stingers. Poisonous things. Oh, what is that? Some nasty bosses. Cool. And then you have the stretch goals here. Unlocked heirloom and foes. There you can see the tally of what is actually unlocked so far. The core box will have 4 hero miniatures, 47 monsters and boss minis, 4 stance tokens, 7 hero boards, 10 rooms, which is 5 tiles because they're double-sided, 2 token 3D. That is the torch and the caretaker, I think, yeah. That has turned from a token into a 3D miniature. 70 plus cards for skills and quests and bosses and etc. And 4 dungeon cards and 1 rulebook. Insane. Just crazy. Crazy stretch goals. If you back for the Crimson Court, you get 7 monsters and bosses, 2 rooms extra, 1 tile, and 7 cards. The Cove and the Warrens are 2 extra added expansions that you can purchase on top. What you do if you want that is you just raise your pledge by $50 for each of the expansions that you intend to add. And the Cove has unlocked 1 boss, 2 rooms, which is 1 tile, and 2 cards. 2 cards. Oh, 1 tile, 2 cards. Yeah. 3 quest cards. And the Warrens has unlocked 1 large monster, 1 room tile, and 3 quest cards. Crimson Court, the Cove, the Bandits. You got some barricades here as well. Some ants. Those, oh, I hate those. We unlocked the Adder as well. We unlocked the Ghoul. The heroes were, it's the Witch Hunter? No, the Robber. The Abomination. With both the human and the transformed I guess. Abomination, yeah. And we unlocked, there is the token for the caretaker. We have the carrion eater. We unlocked the torch. And right now we unlocked the bone rabble. And there's another there for 2.65 and 2.75. So they have a lot of stretch goals still to go for 7 days. 7 days. The warrants you can see here. This is with the pig monsters, and you get the leper and the antiquarian. I really wanted to get this, but I can only stretch it so far with my money. And I have some friends. You can go together. Like, it's for 4 players, up to 4 players. There's going to be a solo mode as well, where you can play with all the 4 heroes yourself against the monsters. But getting together with friends is definitely preferred, I would say. Especially in these times. Well, it's going to be out, I think it's November 2021. Yeah, 2021. So we have some time before hopefully we can get all that corona nonsense under control and be able to play with our friends by then. Really cool. The nasty pig boss in the warrants. Really hate that guy. The artwork is just brilliant. Everything is just brilliant. I'm loving this. The Cove, a nasty place. I've only played it a couple of times in the video game, computer game. 1 rulebook, 2 heroes, 29 monster miniatures, 4 double-sided room tiles, and 100 cards. What did you get here? How many? 26 monster miniatures, 4 double-sided room tiles, and 100 plus cards. So a lot of miniatures, a lot of rules that you can add to your game. The heroes are what is he called? Man-at-Arms, yeah, and Flagellant. Looks so cool, man. Yeah, and here you have the Crimson Court unlocked SGs, stretch goals. Plus 55 if you don't pledge the where is it? There, the Crimson Pledge. So Crimson Pledge contains the Crimson Court, but you can add the Crimson Court afterwards if you don't back this. I don't know why you would do this instead of that. I don't know. You can get an additional core box as well for 100, and you get an extra musketeer hero and all the stretch goals as well for that. Here is the scale. It's a bit larger than 28 millimeters. It's 35, just around 35. Yeah, that's basically it. Necromancer. And you can read about the gameplay, see some how they play the game. There's a level up system for skills. There's diseases, quirks, manage your hamlet, grow. It seems to be, to me, not a direct port of the video game, but as close as you can get to the video game in real life. Yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this and that you will check out The Darkest Dungeon. If it's a video game that you like, I suggest you head on over and check it out. I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful game night.